Psychology Mag presents Facts About Quiet People. Many people think about quiet people as bashful and tense. However, quiet people aren't guaranteed to be so shy, and they're certainly not anxious all the time. There's something else to hushing up beside that, and that is so beneficial. Here are a few intriguing phonological facts about quiet people. If you love this kind of content, then be sure to hit the sub button and press the bell icon so you may get all the updates of our latest amazing videos. Let's jump right into the video. Number 1. Quiet people show restraint. Quiet people are unflappable. They don't get effortlessly disturbed or vexed, which can cause them to appear to be serene and loose while they stand by without complaining for their chance to make history. Quiet people are frequently depicted as cool under tension. This can be particularly useful in circumstances where you're supposed to rapidly shout out or go with a choice. As a matter of fact, quiet people are generally excellent audience members. They don't hinder others during discussions and are glad to allow others to communicate everything. Number 2. Quiet people are what they are, not the way they act. You could think somebody who hushes up is in every case quiet. You'd be wrong then. Quiet people are sometimes booming, and booming people can occasionally hush up. Everything relies upon the circumstance and their ongoing state of mind. Since somebody hushes up doesn't mean they are not talking. It simply implies that they can't talk at that point. However, they might have a comment later on some other day when the circumstances are ideal for them to advance their perspective, or the perspective such that seems owed to every other person around them. Well, this fact about quiet people kinda makes them intelligent, I'd say. Number 3. Quiet people don't talk just to hear themselves talk. You've presumably seen that quiet people are more likely to be listeners rather than speakers. They're likewise bound to be keen on what others need to say, and they might try and be exhausted assuming somebody is simply making noises without saying anything significant. Quiet people can be truly adept at listening, since they don't want to flaunt their own thoughts or sentiments when there's something fascinating happening around them. However, when they speak quality. In simple words, quiet people do not speak much, but they do have solid points to put forward regarding the ongoing topic, and when they speak, they amaze the surrounding audience. This fact about the quiet people seems to be pretty useful and beneficial to me. What do you think? Jolt down in the comment section down below. Number 4. Quiet people can be self-assured when they should be. Okay, we just discussed how quiet people have so strong points regarding the ongoing discussions, but they don't speak up quite often, right? Well, when quiet people really do shout out, it's an occasion. A couple of words are said and afterwards, the discussion continues on. In any case, those words have weight in view of their unique case. At the point when you don't talk frequently, your contemplations and sentiments can be all the more remarkable on the grounds that no other person has gotten an opportunity to weaken them yet. You may be feeling that self-assuredness is something terrible, assuming it implies being pushy or forceful. Yet, by and large, decisiveness is something we ought to all go for the gold, makes us bound to get what we need. Whether that is landing the position we need or having our perspective heard notwithstanding our quiet nature. Number 5. Quiet people are great composers. Assuming that you are a quiet individual, you have likely observed that composing is an extraordinary method for putting yourself out there and sorting out your viewpoints. Composing helps the quietest of us to zero in on each thing in turn, and it even gets our considerations out of our heads. Assuming you're somebody who battles with discussion or discussing in front of groups, take a stab at publishing content to a blog or journaling. You could find that this is the sort of thing you can show improvement over addressing others, and it will give others knowledge into your identity too. Enjoying the video so far? Then stick around till the end, as the upcoming facts about quiet people are gonna be more interesting and some of them might shock you as well. Let's get going. Number 6. Quiet people lean toward their own organization. This is true for all people. Yet it's more articulated on account of quiet people, who typically prefer to be separated from everyone else and contemplate things without being upset by others. They have a ton of contemplations to process, which they need time and protection to do. Quiet people can likewise re-energize their batteries by investing energy alone as they get drained subsequent to investing in excess of time around people or mingling. For quiet people, casual banter isn't something they appreciate. All things considered, you will find them taking part in profound discussions with companions or relatives on subjects that interest them most. Number 7. Quiet people are not just shy, they're frequently reserved as well. This is an important fact about quiet people, and it may be a bit new for some of you guys. This is because many people think that these quiet individuals are depressed, or they are like some weird person who doesn't want to get involved in anything. Let me tell you the reality. Quiet people are frequently contemplative. Quiet people are in many cases bashful, unsure, and private. Quiet people additionally will generally be held insightful and calm, since they could do without to begin contentions or getting into clashes with others. As well as hushing up, these people might have a propensity toward tension and sadness too. This is on the grounds that they have an interior locus of control. They accept that the result of their lives relies upon them, as opposed to outside powers like karma or destiny. Number 8. Quiet people could do a lot without being at the center of attention. Try not to allow a quiet individual's introversion trick you. They may not be the focal point of consideration, but rather they're frequently exceptionally mindful of all that is happening around them. They have a magnificent comprehension of meaningful gestures and nonverbal communication. This empowers them to peruse circumstances quietly, which permits them to abstain from committing errors or saying some unacceptable thing. This fact about quiet people is just so amazing, and at the same time, it may be so useful for them. In the event that you're talking with a quiet individual in a social environment, keep your voice at a typical volume, while as yet being discernible to people around you. This will assist with facilitating the tension on your discussion accomplice by telling them that their feedback is significant and esteemed by others as well as yourself. Number 9. A quiet individual doesn't talk a lot, but that doesn't imply that they're timid or stressed over what others will think about them. They might be thoughtful and really like to listen as opposed to talk, or they may just be in the temperament for quiet discussion. It's significant not to expect that since somebody hushes up implies they're timid or apprehensive constantly. This thought is established in cultural generalizations about people who don't shout out however much others do. You should focus assuming that an individual is generally saved around outsiders, yet more vocal while chatting with dear companions that could show social nervousness issues. Be that as it may, their hesitance could likewise make very little difference by any means. They could simply appreciate investing energy alone with themselves. And finally, number 10. Not all quiet people need to be heard constantly. Whether or not your companion is timid or just normally quiet, there is no rejecting that it tends to be disappointing, while attempting to get them propelled about something you care about. It very well may be particularly hard, assuming you're attempting to persuade somebody who is against of what you want to do, and that they should do on the grounds that either their qualities don't line up with yours, or they believe you're wrong about the topic. This causes a contention between companions in any case. But don't stress out. There are strategies for getting around these sorts of issues. Want a video on that? Then tell us in the comment section. These were the facts about quiet people, and I think we all should know these, as these can help us and quiet people to establish a better connection with each other. If you found this video helpful and interesting, then please like this video and share it with others, as it may help them too. Do subscribe to our channel to get notified about the next interesting videos we upload. I'll see you all in the next video.